So for the answers for these exit tickets here, you have this triangle. It's that's kind of the result of two transversals amongst three parallel lines. So the triangle being set up there is following the side splitter theorem. So based off of that theorem, we do know that the ratio x over x minus 2 should equal the ratio x plus 4 over 9. So, I mean, that's the biggest part of the setup. I mean, the rest is algebra. So I do need to cross multiply. When I cross multiply this set right here, x minus 4 and x plus 4 and x minus 2, I do have to remember I do have to FOIL that out. So I don't show all the steps of the foiling process, but that's how I get x squared plus 2x minus 8. And that is a quadratic equation, so then you have to actually go back and remember some things about solving quadratic equations that you did back from Algebra 1. So it's been a little while since you've done that. We did review that at the beginning of the school year. Some of you knew it quite well, and some of you did not. But if you need any additional help on that, you should definitely get in touch with your teacher to go over a few of those skills. But for me to essentially solve a quadratic equation, the two main methods that we use, both of them require us to get the equation set equal to 0. So I would subtract the 9x from both sides. Now, the two methods that we primarily use are the quadratic formula or factoring, and I'm going to show the factoring here. X squared minus 7x minus 8 is equal to x minus 8 times x plus 1. And by the zero product property, since I have two quantities that multiply together and give me 0, one of them has to equal 0. So either x minus 8 equals 0 or x plus 1 equals 0. And when I solve those two equations, getting x alone, I get x equals 8 or x equals negative 1. Now, since x, as we can see here, primarily does represent a length, negative length doesn't make any sense. So because of that, the x equals negative 1 is an extraneous solution, so we throw it out. So the one and only answer for this is that x equals 8. For the second one that you were given, this is more of the corollary to the side splitter theorem. We have basically three parallel lines being cut by two different transversals, and based off of the numbers and measurements I have for this one, the two ratios I would set up that are equal to each other are 3x over 4 equaling 7.5 over 2.5x. Now, if you have the reciprocals equal to each other, namely 4 over 3x equaling 2.5x over 7.5, that's also okay. Again, I'm going to cross multiply, and I would get 7.5x squared equals 30. I would divide both sides by 7.5. I would get x squared equals 4. Now, I would square root both sides. Usually when you do that, you have to put a plus or minus symbol in it, which means I would really get two answers, x equals 2 and x equals negative 2. But again, since x being negative 2 would make, these two in particular be negative, and I can't have negative lengths, again, it doesn't make any sense, so I would throw that out anyway. So x equals 2 is the one and only answer. And that is the end of that. If you have any further questions, please feel free to get in touch with me. But until I get a chance to talk to you, have a good day.